Thank you, Dr. Burton, for the introduction and kind words. I'm honored to be here today with you all. Class of 2023, how y'all feeling? Oh, come on, how y'all feeling today? Listen, you all made it. Somebody should say, Mama, I made it, I made it. Come on, y'all mamas came a long way, so y'all need to tell them, Mama, I made it. All right, first things first, if you can, get out your cell phone. I know you have gowns on, but I want to channel this incredible energy. So can you grab your phones out real quick? Even up here, if you can. I don't know if you can. I know I don't know if you can, but let's try it. And so let's get a little crazy for a second. I want you to remember this moment forever. So open up your camera app, go to selfie mode. I'm going to join you. And on a count of 3, I want us to make the most craziest, exciting face you've ever made in life. All right, y'all ready for this? Even in the audience, y'all can join in as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, stay in selfie mode. Now go to video. Go to video. And on a count of 3, I want you to make some crazy noise, a crazy face. Whatever you got to do, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, video it. Yeah, let's go. That felt good, right? Well, hello. My name is Josh Samarco. I'm a UPIKE class of 2010 graduate. I walk these same buildings as you. I climbed the 99 that you all love so well. Watched the beautiful sunrises with the clouds sitting on top of the mountains. Sprinted from dorms to practices. If you know, you know. Lived in Kinzer and survived the walk up and down the hill in the wintertime. Sometimes I feel like if you drove down in the wintertime, you're going to sled into the street. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm here with my wife, Jasmine. We'll be celebrating 9 years of marriage in a few weeks. Thank you, thank you. Also with us is our beautiful 8-month-old daughter, Adeline. And she gets to see where Daddy went to school and play ball. They're over there in this front row reserve section. So if you hear a baby saying, Dad, Dad, that's my girl. I taught her well. I want to take this moment to dedicate this commencement speech to a teammate that I and many lost in 2011. This commencement speech is for you, and Linton, a.k.a. Jamaica. May your memory live on forever. And I know many of you lost loved ones along the way in your education journey. So would you join me for a moment of silence as we remember those who've gone before us? Thank you. Many thanks to President Burton, Provost Dr. Laurie, the Board of Trustees, Coach Wells, Coach Ty, Gary Justice, and so many others who impacted me along the way here. Thank you for your friendship and your partnership. It means the world to be in front of you all today. Graduates, let's thank our parents, the aunts, the uncles, the meemaws, the papaws. Let's give them a round of applause. And let's give it up for the cousins that, the close friends that become fake cousins, but they real cousins too. Let's give it up for them. I know some of y'all are out there. Y'all didn't know I knew about meemaws and papaws. I'm from Michigan, but when I came to Pikeville, I found out real quick what a meemaw and a pawpaw was. I've been trying to convince my wife's mom and dad, let's call them meemaw and pawpaw. They ain't going for it. So I want to spend the time that I have with you talking about dreams that move mountains. Everybody say dreams that move mountains. So ever since you began your education journey, so many of you have asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm sure you all remember this question since early elementary, am I right? Is anyone tired of hearing the question, what's next? Well, somebody up there is. So it's essentially the same question. Well, here we are on the precipice of this question. You spent the last 4 or 5 years growing up. Some of you may be thinking, I didn't just grow up, I glowed up. Hello. Y'all get that later. So you've been working hard for this moment to transition into the next phase of life, to walk into what you wanted to be growing up. However, I want to put a challenge to this old question of what do you want to be when you grow up? And I want to rephrase it with a better, perhaps more profound question. You ready for it? Instead of what do I want to be when I grow up, let's ask ourselves, who do I want to be? I know, very deep, right? I had to get a master's degree to come up with that question. So you can achieve all that you set out to do in life and still feel empty inside. And you and I, we don't want this outcome. So I'm here to remind you that what you do is important, but who you are is way more important. Your character, your integrity, and who you are as a person can take you so much further than you ever imagined. So hear me when I say this. Drill this into your memory. Type this in your phone. Text this to a friend. Tweet this. Whatever you have to do, I want you to remember this. Your identity and value is not in what you do. Your identity and value is in who you are. Let me say that again. Your identity and value are not in what you produce, which is very important, but it's in who you are. So 3 important reminders I want to leave with you before I take my seat. So the first thing I want you to remember when it comes to dreaming dreams that moves mountains, I want you to remember that your life matters. Say this after me. My life matters. The world is such a better place with you in it. Never forget that. I don't know what hardships you faced to get here today. I don't know what negativity you had to push through. I don't know what hateful words have been spoken over your life. I don't know what obstacles or hurdles you had to leap over. What I do know is you belong here. All of you belong here. Even the things you don't like about yourself, the kinks, those belong here with you as well because it makes you, you. See, at 17 years old, I found myself in a very unfamiliar place, a dark place actually, a place that I did not know existed. It was a place where I felt like I no longer belonged on earth. It was a heavy time in life. I felt like I couldn't go on. I felt purposeless. But someone took the time out of their life to remind me that my life mattered, that what I endured even at a young age was not the end, but it was the beginning of an incredible life transformation story. So maybe you found yourself in some dark places in life. Maybe you didn't think you would make it here in these seats today, but look at you now. Looking good, smiling good, most of you hopefully smelling good. Listen, your parents remember the times when you didn't smell so good. Am I right, parents? Your parents will humble you real quick, so be careful. But you know what else? A degree looks really good on you. What do y'all think about that? So the second thing I want you to remember when it comes to dreaming dreams that move mountains is for you to remember your story matters. Everybody say, your story matters. Your story is your story. You don't have to be ashamed of what you've been through, where you come from, if you have an accent or not, how much money you have or don't have. Your story is yours to tell. As a first-generation student, I didn't have the resources or the money to make it to college. In fact, at the end of my junior year of high school, I had a 1.8 GPA. I had 3 minor in possessions all by the age of 17. I was labeled a juvenile delinquent. I had to commit to 40 hours of community service. I had to take an extra class just to graduate high school. And I had 0 academic and basketball scholarships coming out of high school. The statistics say I should be dead in prison, on the streets, and uneducated. But you know what I say to those statistics? I tell them that I beat the odds. See, I have an associate's degree. I have a bachelor's degree. I have a master's degree. I was an All-American. I was inducted into the Hall of Fame here. I'm married. I own a home. I have a beautiful family. So whatever odds have been stacked up against you, you sitting in these seats today, you Pike family, you beat the odds. Can you give it up for yourselves? I was trying not to preach, but I heard the amen corner up there cheering me on. I brought my preaching bag just in case if we got to close it out like that. I know it's an organ in here somewhere. Listen, you cannot unconvince me that God is not in a transformational business. He meets us where we are, and through his great love for us, he leads us and guides us to who we need to be in this life. Somebody should have said amen to that. The amen section is over here. Y'all hear that? Where y'all at over here? Do I get an amen over there too? There we go. I'm home now. I'm home. UPIKE family, hear these words. Your past is not your prison. Your past is a platform to tell your story. Don't be bondage. Don't get in bondage by your past. Use it as a platform to tell your story, to impact the lives of people around you. Everything that I went through in life and everything that you've been through in life is not wasted. You want to know why? God never wastes an experience. Your story can and will be used to provide hope to this world. And to the UPIKE alumni, donors, and supporters, never underestimate the power of a transformative community like UPIKE. A kid from the hoods of Ypsilanti, Michigan, came to UPIKE and never looked back. And here before us in the graduating class of 2023, in these seats are so many stories of transformation. I can't wait to see and hear what the future is going to be for you all. The third thing that I want you to remember, when it comes to dreaming dreams that moves mountains, is for you to remember your voice matters. On your seats, you should have picked up a button. That is a gift from me to you to remind you that your voice matters. Your time on the hill has shaped who you are today. This time here at UPIKE has given you a voice to now take down the hill into cities, to neighborhoods, to different states, to countries and hospitals and schools and businesses and churches and courtrooms and beyond. Your voice is needed now. You aren't just the leaders and change agents of the future. You are the leaders and change agents of today. Dr. Martin Luther King once said this: life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? UPIKE graduates of 2023, how you choose to use your voice is up to you. I pray you use your voice wisely to lift up others. Fight for the voices of the unheard, the unhoused, the unattended to, the underserved, and the under-resourced. Fight to use your voices to bring hope and renewal to this world. Be confident in your voice. As you go into interviews, start new jobs, attend company and leadership meetings, be in spaces where you're leading, speaking, and teaching, be confident in knowing that your UPIKE education has prepared you well to use your voice. So real quick, let's test out using our voice, or your voice. On the count of three, what I want you to do is I want you to say your first and last name out loud. Graduates, y'all got that? Here we go. On the count of three, let's say your first and last name out loud. 1, 2, 3. Y'all got to do better. If you want a job, you better say your name out loud. All right, 1, 2, 3. Get used to hearing your name called. Get used to that. Get used to being in spaces where your voice will be utilized to its full potential. Get used to that. Say your name over and over and over, because your name will ring bells in this world. Yeah, I'm preaching. I got you. I got you. Class of 2023, do you believe your voice matters? Come on, you can do better. Do you believe your voice matters? Lastly, as I come to a close, I want to leave you with a mantra that has helped me in everyday life. On your seats, you had a wristband. If you haven't done so already, you can put that on your wrist. Another gift from me to you is a daily reminder to get back up. So what I want to do, I want to make this a little interactive. So I'm going to say something to you, and when I point at you, I want you to say, get back up. So let's try it. Life will knock you down sometimes, but you have to. And everybody else, you can join in too with this. So you might be told no to a dream job you apply for. You don't have to let this stop you from applying to the next job, because you can. You might lose some friends and go through some hardships along the way, but remember, as you heal too, You might get a health diagnosis you weren't expecting. As you process this news and push through, remember to, the new job didn't go as you hoped, but you don't have to stay stuck. You can. You might be the first in your family to get a degree, an incredible job, but you won't be the last in your family because you remind your people to. And a delay does not mean a denial because you can. Point to the person to your left and tell them. Point to the person to your right and tell them. Point to yourself and say, UPIKE family, graduating class of 2023, I love y'all. Thanks for having me. Go live out your dreams, move those mountains, and change the world one person at a time. Thank you.